We are the Unbound Grapplecast, where shadows rise on the weekly Steelchair. Reece unleashed, black ice veins increase, purple lightning strikes. Steelchair impact, feel the beast. Josiah stands tall, no ego, just confidence shown. Speaks with conviction and he holds his own. We believe people, hear the truth resound. Yeah, the circle grows. Weekly Steelchair where the real talk flows. Fans and fighters all side by side. One strong community filled with pride. Filled with pride. Hear the ring bell sound around. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Grapplecast, the crowd hears the battle cry. Crash through the lights, we electrify the night. Punk hearts beating, metal souls collide. Step to the mic, this is too
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Unbound Grapplecast on the weekly Steelchair, where we are obviously going to get into SummerSlam in a minute. Josiah is not here. You can actually take the mick at him for a change. He's late. Good evening, Xavier. I see you in the chat. Before we begin, we're going to do something really important. We are going to quickly send rest in peace well wishes to the memory of the late great Dory Funk Jr., who in the last 15 minutes has actually passed away. So to the legend himself of the Funk family, rest in peace, sir. You will absolutely be missed in the wrestling world. It's a bloody horrible shame, but you will be missed. So rest in peace, Dory Funk Jr. a legend, 100%. Tragedy does befold. It does happen, unfortunately. Lives are precious. Health is precious. End of the day, like, what matters is the memory lives on. The person isn't forgotten. So we will never forget Dory Funk Jr. And yes, we do send well wishes, thoughts, prayers, and love to him. The man was a legend. If you don't know who he is, you've missed out a lot. The guy honestly set the tone for professional wrestling, 60s and the 70s, even in the 80s as well. Like, the guy just kept going, but his legacy lives on through his family as well. And they're just legendary. Like, honestly, when it comes to success in the NWA, success in the territory days, the Funks were like they were like a like nearly said definition. They were definitive, basically. Like, when you think about wrestling in that period, you think of the Funks. They really were so key to the growth of professional wrestling, even when it was going national. Like, they were still there. Like, they noticed things very early on. Like, they recognize the development of talent. They recognize they recognized growth in the business in certain areas as well. Like, it was really important for lower states and cities to develop themselves, and they were so key to that. So it is a damn shame that he will be gone now. There's going to be some content creators who are going to just talk nonsense, and they're just going to spew, blah, 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 he did this, he won that. But they're not going to talk about the man. And the man's more important than the wrestler. So we certainly will remember Dory Funk Jr. for his contributions to life and to professional wrestling. So if you wouldn't mind, folks, as we play a 30 seconds, we're going to play a 30-second tribute, of course, to Mr. Dory Funk Jr. So instead of the usual 30-second salute, 10-second on the bell, because it's not going to work, we're going to do a 30-second roll call. So please refrain for 30 seconds, no chat, no comments until the video is over. And with that, we return to our everyday programming. So rest in peace, Dory Funk Jr. You will be missed, sir. You will be so missed. What won't be missed is SummerSlam. But for him, we do wish him the absolute best of... We wish his family the best of luck, and we wish him a peaceful ride into the afterlife. We really do. We into the afterlife he goes. Who knows? Maybe he's just gonna beat the crap out of people up there. Who knows? Maybe he finds Hulk Hogan and reminds him what it means to be a pro wrestler. But we certainly hope that he lives on in the best way. His memory will always live on. I do have a quick update, of course. Obviously, this is tonight's show on screen. So, of course, the live chat at the very end. Tonight, we're going to reveal who the predictions champion is. We're going to have a quick recap of last night's Monday Night Raw as well. We're going to obviously discuss, finally, at long last, the World Weirdo Entertainment Company finally gave a world title to Chelsea Green. And then, of course, at the very beginning, as we get through the whole thing, we are going to do an overall review of SummerSlam. But, of course, the most important thing is on screen in 3, 2, 1. This. This right here is very important. Because good timing, he's in the chat. So, Mr. Dunlop, be prepared because you and me very soon will be doing the Steelchair Arcade podcast, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to this. This is what me and James are going to be doing on the channel, so when he's ready, we will be going on it, and we're going to kick back and relax with some gaming, talking classic games, playing games, having like party sessions with everyone playing games, like all of that. That's on the upcoming addendum, which I'm going to be very heavily, of course, involved with. I can't wait. James, obviously, as well. Thanks very much, Tina. And Catherine says, congratulations to One Finger Belair and Montez Ford as they announced the birth of their baby. That's nice. Maybe that kid will actually fix the fingers of the mother. Who knows? We'll call her One Finger Belair for now on. It seems to click. So there we go. But yep, the Steelchair Arcade podcast. I'm off Thursday and Friday after tomorrow. Oh yes. Well, there you have it. Tell you what, because I'll be at the gym and it won't be worth it. We'll do it on Friday. We will start on Friday. Now, of course, my co-host said he would be delayed after 8 o'clock, which is good because I had other things on. That's why we didn't start 8 o'clock. But the fact that my co-host is 20 minutes late, just kidding. He's nearly 15 minutes late. Makes me wonder, where is Josiah? Where is he? Is he killing someone? Is he running through traffic, trying to pretend he's the Flash? Is he trying to get his handshakes with Roman Reigns? Where is he? Because we do not tolerate this. I always get the madness. I always get the commentary for being late. Where the fuck is he? Someone get his lazy ass in here.
Evening, folks. Evening. Hang on, I'll just message him, see what he's doing. There we go.
Shine up his predictions championship. Is he though? It was my idea. I've been wanting to do this for months, so it's been in plans for a while. What the hell? What the fuck have you sent me, Catherine?
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just wait till you see me bringing in the other stuff I've got planned. I have a lot of things planned for this channel.
What's any bet he's napping on a review show?
Oh, you have, Katherine. You absolutely have. Jesus Christ. Oh, there's so much more than that. Christ almighty. You sent me something, and let's just say, wow. I've got wow. I do not know how to respond to that. And Katherine, I know you've got your own opinion, but me and Josiah are still pissed off that Jay White versus David Finlay's announced for this stupid tournament. It just doesn't work. Like, you've basically just ruined All In. I still can't. This fucking Jesus Christ! I actually cannot. Oh. That tweet is madness. That tweet is actually fucking crazy. I'm baffled. It's good that Okada was at the retirement for Tiger Mask 4. But I am baffled. Like that I'm baffled by that tweet. I've got no words. I have no words. I don't know what he's like. Everyone's obviously going to have their own view on the match, right? The reason why I don't like it is you've literally just done this. You're now got the singles match. You can't then just have a rematch at All In between David Finlay and Jay White, because the whole point is now one of them's got to go through the tournament. And when you end up having one person screw the other out of the tournament, it doesn't actually bode well to the feud. So it doesn't actually make it better. Whereas it should be Jay White versus David Finlay at All In, where it's actually at its strongest. This is the problem with it. They've got this wrong. But as for people in their video reactions, Jesus Christ. You can't, you generally, the worst thing about it is you've got All In coming up where it would have been perfect for the two of them. You can't have it now. You physically cannot have it. It was going to be at All In though. They were literally building it up to be at All In. That's what the whole point of it was. What are you going to do with it now though? Because after you have the one match, what are you going to do next? Are you going to tell them, right guys, now what we're going to do, we're going to tell you, you're now going to do a hardcore match or something on... No. At this point, you may as well put them in a different direction after this. Whoever wins is just going to end up losing in the second round anyway, so makes no difference. Now, where the fuck is he?
It's like he's napping at the moment.
I'm not fantasy booking at all.
Okay.
It's not fun. Like, you've just done the tag. Now you're getting them straight into a single in a tournament match. Why does it have to be in this tournament? Or better yet, why the first round? If you're going to do it, fine. But a first round match is a bit shit. You can't tell me it's... You cannot tell me it's not. Yeah. You can't get screwed, though. AEW is about both, though. Because matches are storytelling. Every wrestling company does feuds and stories in their own way. And if you're trying to do it, then there you go. I still think it's just horrible that it's a first round match. Like, that would be like a semi-final or a final. You know what I mean? Like, that would have been, like, if you're going to do it at its strongest, I would have done that. Although, to be fair, I'm not sure if the continental rules actually apply, so one of them could screw the other, which would be okay. Where the fuck is he?
Lord knows he hasn't answered in Discord.
Where the hell is he? Oh, he says he's heading home now. Jeez, Josiah, that's awful. Okay, well, in that case, then, let's get down to business. Right, what am I looking for? Check, check, check. I need to do a score. 1 second. I need to do this properly. This is what I'm looking for. Right. Oh, that's Katherine messaging me. Okay, 2 seconds. What is she going to say now? Let's see. And that's Katherine's. I'm just hoping the rules for the cup. I'm expecting some things to be on this tournament. Yeah, it's the same applies then. Okay, so there's no interference. The 4 winners move on to semi-finals. Oh, it's at the Glasgow show, which I'm not going to. You bastard. I might just do a watch along for that show, because I've got the house to myself that week. Just do a watch along for it. And then do the final for All In. Because we're doing a All In watch along as well. Okay, so let's see. So you know how I said the Hell in a Cell we get a maximum of 15 minutes? Well, minimum 15 minutes, maximum 20. It had 11 minutes 40. To put it into context, it was 40 seconds longer than the 6-man tag. It went the same length of time as Aldous versus Gunther. It was a minute 45 seconds shorter than Io versus Liv. It was 4 minutes 10 seconds longer than the 6-woman tag, and it was 19 minutes 20 seconds shorter than the Punk Cody match. That's how short that was.
Yep.
Absolutely horrific. It was 30 seconds longer than Gable versus Penta. But the longest match of the weekend was 33:25. What's up, Chester? And that was obviously Roman versus Rollins. He did pick that, yes. I don't think. Oh, don't worry, we will be. Anyone on the chat, by the way, if you want to join us tonight to give your views on this, you're more than welcome.
Anyone who saw in the Discord the other day knows how much I absolutely went off on the Hell in a Cell match. I was absolutely unimpressed by it.
Tell you what, I'm looking at this. I am looking at these results, and I'm actually really annoyed with the two of you.
Oh dear.
Actually, no, I'm not. Never mind.
Oh, is that?
One moment, please. I must do the honors. Where is it? Where are we? This is what I'm looking for.
There's probably a fair few of you, fair few who would probably agree with you on that, Chester. Buried Dom. I think they buried the whole Judgment Day through that one match.
Nobody's really complaining about that, though. Let's be real.
Yep. Just goes to show the level of just goes to show that at the moment, hey, the comedy act is well over compared to anything really serious.
Let's see if I take this. Where are you?
That's a fair assessment, Carl. Although I would add in the number one contender match may have also, just by what they did at the beginning of it, may have also just snuck in as well.
See, this is an interesting point because Catherine's saying Chelsea isn't a real champion. She's an interim champion. That's basically the same with John Moxley and Tony Storm. But that's another that's an important point though. Like, this is same thing. Like she still won a title, but the reality is this is still disappointing. She did call out Michael Hayes, that's right.
Don't blame her for it.
Oh, bastard. I don't agree with interim titles. I don't agree with them at all. It's like just same with FC. It's absolutely retarded. I'm just hoping this works because I'm doing something very nice. Keep talking in a minute, Dan.
What's the any bet when Rhea finally does make her return back? When her and Chelsea go head to head, and the title ends up becoming the undisputed women's WWE Championship.
Mm.
And just
She should beat Rhea. She should beat Rhea. Let's be real.
Yeah, I think they need to. Yeah, I think even though Rhea's off on a short stint because of injury, they still need to ease her back in with it, and I think that would be the best steps to have Chelsea win it, become permanent champion, and then let Rhea deal with anything else. I mean, for all we know, she could end up bloody tagging with the likes of Paige.
Nah, it won't be her. It'll annoyingly be AJ Lee. They're going to bring her back so they can try and redo WrestleMania 31, which no one cares about.
Yep. Yeah, no, WrestleMania 31 is one that I would like to put out my mind for the rest of my life.
She does need to beat Rhea and unify the belts, I agree. Also, there you go, Catherine.
This goes big congratulations to Katherine on winning the Predictions Championship.
It's just unlucky for her. She's got to defend it all in.
Oh dear.
Yep. Yes, you won by a point. Well done.
I had a sneaky feeling it would be something like that, especially when you were saying, especially when it was looking like it was going to be a little bit nervous the way you was talking just then. But then all of a sudden,
the reality of it as well is like Josiah got 6 and Catherine got 7. And I'm like, just how bad SummerSlam was that those two genuinely had low scoring scores. But
Oh,
still,
dear.
there
Oh,
you
dear.
go. Well done. Still won. That's the most important thing. So well done, Katherine. I'm just fixing one thing because I do not like that made of AI bullshit. So let me just remove that crap because that's just pure disgusting. 'Cause technically it's not because I did the rest of that. It's just the fact is I just changed the name on it. The watch along, yeah, it will be. Because the watch along will be part of the predictions. Potentially. Yep, everyone can finally participate. It took fucking far too long. We had no predictions champion for well over a month. Actually, I think it's been close to 2 months. Why are you doing this? Why? Much better. Thank you. Right, let's get rid of this one because this one's a dope. That's better. Now Katherine can go and whine and do more saying, oh, look, sexism doesn't win. There. Fixed it. Now it blends in.
Perfect.
Sort of. Actually, let me see, because we've got that one. If I put it up here.
All I say is gotta love it. Gotta love when you get an upgrade with internet.
There we go. And yes, absolutely. To be fair, that's Katherine's title. Mine's is still the cream of the crop. Cream of the crop. I mean, to be fair, we have had a female win the title before, but we've stripped that legacy. So you're the only female to have held the title. And absolutely, how dare us let a female win? That's just so wrong. Wait, what? What's this? Is that... Katherine, is that blood or is that something else that you sent me? What the hell is that? Let's see what anyone else thinks. Well, first of all, we need to remove that. What the hell is this? Like, I know that's blood, but is that a sharp object?
Potentially, could be a little bit of a shard or something like that.
Oh, fuck off.
Maybe a shard from a razor, because obviously he probably had to cut himself a little bit.
It's hard to tell, but if that's the case, then they've exposed it. Oh, it's a blood capsule. Ah, well, never mind. Thank you, WWE, for exposing the business. You've done us all proud. Maybe I need to change my name to Denise. Oh. You've got the face of a Denise, but no, please keep your name to Katherine. Mo Salah is now going to Trabzonspor. 2-year deal.
Interesting move.
I wonder how Doug's going to react to this. Oh no. The woman who plays Ned's Nan in Spider-Man has passed away.
Oh dear. God rest her soul.
Yeah, rest in peace, Mary Rivera. That's another sad death today. First Dory Funk Jr., now this. Yeah, that's a damn shame. 73 years old. Yeah, he was on the Punter show. Nope, they never fail. They never fail. And of course, we bring back StreamYard and we bring back Twitch. And the first comment we get from Twitch, no surprise, it's a "Do you want viewers?" No, I don't. If I wanted viewers, I would do what Aaron Loves Chicken Wings does. I would buy them. Sorry, I'm not allowed to say that. Can't be saying that out loud because we don't want his feelings to be hurt.
Oh dear. Yes, we humbly apologise. Not.
No, actually, see, for the sake of entertainment, I'm actually going to see just how much subscribers he's now paid for now. Fuck off. How? Is he live right now? Oh my god. Nah. Oh my god. Guys, I refrain. Do not go into his live because that mustache, there's only one word for it. James, you'll know exactly what word I'm thinking of. He looks like a very specific type of person now. He's got a mustache. He's got a mustache. Oh god. And he's paid for 791 subscribers, which is dubious when his views are still shit. Which is very SummerSlam followed Grand Slam Mexico. Mate, there's something so odd about you. That's it, Katherine. I just didn't want to say it out loud. See, if you had a beard, it would have been tolerable. But that's not the case. Oh god. Oh god. I just can't. I just can't.
Yep.
Oh god.
Change the subject.
Oh dear. Absolute torture fest. That's what he looks like. Anyway, SummerSlam. Yeah, because I can't say it out loud. onwards to right. Anyway, Josiah's shockingly late, so he says he's going to be here somewhere.
But just for that late, he can't participate in the their prediction show.
I'm aiming not to, Catherine.
No, that'd just be a waste of Pepsi Max.
Exactly, especially when I've got a near empty bottle on my desk and I've got 3 cans. Okay, who wants to come on and jump on with us and do some SummerSlam discussion? Because I think we're going to need a lot of people tonight. I feel like we're going to need more troops. Who wants to join us?
Who's in the mood for getting their views across tonight?
Nobody watches NXT, so you don't need to worry about having to be offered that.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm not supposed to say that either. Oh, behave, Catherine. That doesn't even make any sense.
Catherine, get that female bot in this live.
Doesn't matter what gender you are, you can still be sexist.
Exactly.
Yes, we already did a tribute to Dory at the start of the show. He will be missed. He will be missed. I feel like we need more people just because what is going to be said has to be said. Speaking of which, took you long enough.
Hey.
Had to get my computer up and running. Shut up.
Yeah. You had to go into Windows XP to dial-up connection.
No, I actually have a MacBook. Thank you.
Oh, totally sexist of you to get a MacBook.
I know, right?
You didn't even get anything created after a woman. It had to be a man.
It did. I mean, I do hate my own gender for the most part.
Oh, we know. And you are right too.
I mean, I do have good reason.
Oh yeah, of course. Nobody's got to deny that. I still can't go over what you sent me. Oh my Christ.
We'll talk about that privately later.
Yeah. We certainly will, because oh damn. Yeah. But I suppose before we get into the brass tacks of SummerSlam and actually reviewing it, what did you both think of it? Be as honest as you want. You know that.
Night 2 was better than night 1. But not by much.
Yeah. It really is the pinnacle of, yeah. On you go, Dan.
And also, I mean, I've heard people say that this was better than WrestleMania. And I'm like, the bar wasn't even off the ground for that.
Yeah, it's not like it's it's not like it's reaching pinnacleness or anything like that. It's not like it's reaching like top tier quality.
It was just it's literally one. It's literally one of them where anything could beat WrestleMania. So, but I'm on level par with Katherine on this. Night 2 was slightly better, and I don't think it was even the rest of the the likes of Chelsea Green or Chad Gable winning it or winning their matches. Although it was nice to see. I think the only thing what sort of like gave me any sort of real attention to Night 2 was the fact of what they did on that first match of the night. And that thing, otherwise, I think I would have put it, but I just would have put it below average.
Absolutely, because on night 1 we got the return of Randy Orton, as expected. Katherine was bouncing for that. Pervert.
Yes, she was. But she did call that. She did say Randy was coming back.
Mm-hmm. But then night 2, we got a return that completely trumps Randy Orton.
Odysseus from the Odyssey. I mean, Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I don't see it. I genuinely do not see that likeness at all. But yes, Kevin Owens returned at SummerSlam as well.
Can I use my magical word?
You can say whatever you like.
Consistency. I preach this on Lipsticks and Lariats.
Go for it.
I have no problem with KO coming back. I really have no problem with him being in the match. What I have a problem with is where is the outrage of him just being thrown into this match with no build-up, and why is he getting a title shot when he hasn't done anything to deserve it? If it had been another promotion, the IWC would have been melting down and your Twitter algorithm would have been nothing but bitching.
No, I agree. I agree completely. I think we're in that element of like, why does it have to be like this? So I do agree. I think there's a lot of it. I mean, I'm glad to see him back as well. I didn't think we would. I thought maybe it's going to be like Big E, where it's over. We'll never see Kevin Owens again in the ring, but we'll see him in other aspects of the business. But no, he's back in the ring. He was successful at SummerSlam, which we'll come to. But it is good to see him. He looks lighter. I want to praise him for that. He looks lighter. He looks a little bit leaner as well. And he looks to be in genuinely good shape. So it's almost as if he's taken his recovery like more than seriously. He's really taken it to another level. And this is what I stand by, because I know Katherine's going to be releasing a show on her own channel very soon, where she asked me nicely if she could use something I said, which I don't mind. When some things are done right in one company, whether you like them or not, or you hate them, I should say, if something is done right, you still have to praise it. Kevin Owens looking after himself is still positive, but it's the manner of how he's looked after himself. And it's the way they've been able to implement him. I think what they've done is they've put him in that because he was meant to have held the title after Cody, and he got injured. I don't think he's going to beat Punk. I'm assuming that's who he's going for, based on the title alone. Is he going to beat him? Probably not. Should he? Absolutely.
Just like.
Yes, I did release my podcast that I asked you about earlier today.
Oh, you've already done it?
Yes, and I even shouted you out, and you're even on the thumbnail.
So I have been busy all day, so I had no idea you did. My apologies.
Yeah, I did it. I didn't do it till like 2:00, so my time. So.
Oh, I can see that. Why SummerSlam was mid. So I see that one. That's a very good thumbnail, actually. Very good thumbnail. Right, what am I looking for?
But I will say, out of the 4 that were in that match, the only one that probably could go toe to toe with CM Punk on the mic would be Kevin Owens.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. It's literally, with Sami Zayn, it's just all crybaby. There's no real element of competition between them. Finn Balor, it feels like there's just a little bit too much respect there at times between them. Gunther, I literally
Yeah, see it. Nice.
putting it to one side with Gunther for me. My dislike for Gunther. I still think even if I did like him, I still think he's weak on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
So I would not have it. Them pair would just, it'd be literally, CM Punk would be trouncing him. The only one out of that for Kevin Owens would be the only one who would probably give it all mouth, give it all disrespect to him as well, which is something CM Punk will like, because that's what he likes from his opponents.
I think I've seen a lot of people moaning about Gunther being added to the number 1 contenders match, but I've barely been watching SmackDown or Raw live. But even they said on SmackDown, if Gunther wins, he would get added to the card.
Yeah.
They literally said it on SmackDown. So I don't know why people are moaning.
Gunther gave Aldis a nice shiner around his eye, though. If you noticed that when he come out on night 2,
he did. He did. Also, have you created a new word?
Who?
You.
I don't know. Did I?
I've never heard of sacrasm.
I have.
The master of sacrasm.
Mm-hmm.
That is funny. That is funny. Can we get in the chat, guys? Master of sacrism.
Hell, get it. Getting trending on X.
Watch Apple send us a super chat when he shows up.
That's what you get when you use Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm. Incorrect language. Here's a genuine question, though. Out of both nights, you can say none if you want, but was there anyone who actually stood out for you? You are allowed to say no one, but did anyone actually stand out for you at all over both nights?
What do you mean by stand out?
Like, despite how crap the booking actually is, the formulaic matches that they are, did anyone actually stand out in terms of actually trying to do something different or try to capture your attention, try to actually make effort? Did anyone stand out for you? Because I think the only one for me is Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Maybe Chad Gable?
I would say Kevin Owens, because I was interested in seeing how he would be in the ring coming off a neck injury. Like, would he be like Paige and act like scared? Or
That's
would he
true.
just be like balls to the wall, and he was like balls to the wall?
He was that much that even Sports Keeda got worked.
Quite literally.
Absolutely hilarious of all
I've
things.
seen that.
I was pissing myself when Dan sent that in the Discord. Is he injured again? No, he's not.
No, he's clearly showing his acting skills that hey, well, he would think that it's easy enough for Sports Keeda to literally buy it.
Xavier saying no one. That's fine. That's completely fair.
I'd say the most three. I'd say that I can't say anyone in particular straight literally like glowing, but I think the most three ones would be Kevin Owens, Chelsea Green, and Chad Gable.
Chester saying Nick Aldis.
Yeah, but
it's his first match since January 2023 when he lost to. Actually, no, it's longer than that. It wasn't January. Sorry, it was August 2023. He lost to Alex Shelley at TNA's Slammiversary. Actually, that would have been July. So yeah, bang on 3 years ago. Well, 3 years and a month. Fucking hell. Over 1,000 days since Nick Aldis is competing. I will give him this, by the way. There was no ring rust.
No, but he was blown up after about 4 minutes, though.
It was.
And they only told him, like, the end of June that he was going to have this match. So they really didn't give him time to get in ring shape.
Yeah. And considering the fact that he has to do a lot of on-screen work, he can't even, like, train with anyone that makes sense. Like, even if you put him in the performance center, you're already spoiling that all this is going to be in the ring.
If he was to do any sort of training, he'd have to be off the books either way.
Yeah, he would have to do it with someone who basically doesn't know him, but that's hard. Because when you look at it right now,
basically the only person he could train with nobody knowing it would be if he did it at his own home with his wife.
And that's not really training, because that's what we call sex.
Yeah.
Unless they were actually physical training in the ring, but I highly doubt it.
Well, I mean, with them abs, I wouldn't be training in the ring neither if I were her.
I don't think she does. Although, people have been speculating about her for years, so... Let's see, what Xavier's saying. It's just because I never wanted to see Bare Minimum to be put in the forefront looking at this show. To be fair, see if you look at this month alone, and end of last month, Bare Minimum has been the constant thing in pro wrestling in North America alone. But it's a fair point. But Bare Minimum is all that North America has been for the past month, which is very scary. I think we realise just how bad it is in North America right now. That things have to be better. And quite scary. Fair play to you. Fair play to you.
I will say this much. This year's Summerslam has already given me if there's an award for it, has already given me my botch of the year.
Botch of the year, let's go for it. That's true, Xavier, that's true.
For me, there was literally one botch what I cannot see past at all, and I absolutely love this wrestler. I absolutely love this wrestler. Everybody knows it, but unfortunately, I do have to give him my criticism when it needs it, and that was CM Punk in his match against Cody.
Oh, I think there's much worse than that needs to be called out. I'm just, if you don't mind, because it is my channel, but I'm going to have to skip ahead to one thing that's really important. I want to get your thoughts and everyone else's thoughts on the fact that Charlotte Flair nearly became a cripple at SummerSlam. Because two dumb idiots genuinely didn't have a clue what they were doing and they nearly broke her legs.
First of all, why would you put a woman in a ladder match that's had 2 knee surgeries in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the moonsault was hilarious. The moonsault was absolutely hilarious. But no, Catherine, you're spot on. Why would you put someone with knee injuries in a fucking ladder match?
And go and do something like that. I know, obviously, people want to put it. You want to go all out for it, but that is not only is she lucky not to have walked away with anything from just doing the ladder match alone, but from that whole maneuver from those 2 certain brats.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I'm really surprised she isn't literally literally laying in a hospital bed eating breakfast for a blooming straw.
Exactly. In my opinion, the 2 matches had much story going to SummerSlam was going for all this they were the only 2 matches with story, let's be real. Even if they weren't great stories, they were the only or good, but they were the only 2 that actually were invested in. I saw that spot from Charlotte and I was like, why did they go with that spot with Jade and Lash? You know, the worst thing is, and I saw after this, right? Like, I put up a tweet saying, like, this, like 2 idiots nearly could have crippled Charlotte Flair. After the match ended, I went back on Twitter because I had a suspicion, so I wanted to go and have a look. I saw maybe 24 tweets that you can probably guess all had one specific context to them. And no, Catherine, it wasn't women's wrestling sucks. That wasn't the context that I saw from those tweets. I saw what I expected to see. You can probably guess.
3 words constantly used by the audience when they're enjoying something.
No. It was about the spot after Jade and Lash nearly broke her legs. They were tweeting about them, and it was very specific things. All I'm going to say is the human race can be absolutely disgusting sometimes. And totally unnecessary.
Am I thinking the R word by any chance?
Correct.
Say I didn't pay attention. I don't pay attention to Twitter when it comes to that sort of stuff. When it comes to wrestling, especially when the shows are on, because it's literally a annoyance on there. I just come away from it and enjoy it.
I went looking because I had my suspicions.
Just typical. I don't think people. It's one of them. It's sometimes I feel like with people, it's not just being racist for racist sake. I think it's doing anything just to blooming affect, just to offend people, not actually trying to just be racist. It's more along the lines of just trying to hurt.
I just see a lot. It's just ridiculous. I saw a lot of shit from the weekend like that as well, but I just saw it's just people's unnecessary behaviors that just it just doesn't make any sense why people have to get so personal. Like there's personal and then there's way too far. I literally just asked Josiah if he's close and he just says, yeah, I'm on the toilet. The man's too busy going for a shit than he is getting on this podcast.
Well, I figured out where Max is.
Max,
as in MJF.
Oh, he's on film. He's filming.
No, he's on his honeymoon in Amsterdam.
Oh, so his wife is going to see a bigger dick than him.
Probably. I mean, it is Amsterdam.
He just walks in. There you go. Oh, and he just has to go and look. Why is yours not as big as that? See. He's gonna lose about 30 pounds.
I guess he has to get rid of all the alcohol he went drinking.
He has to lose all the weight that he had building up confidence that he was going to beat you.
See, he's literally shitting on SummerSlam for him not winning the Predictor Championship.
He is shitting out SummerSlam. He's like, I built up all this weight. I've been hitting the gym. I've been clanging and banging. Oh, Katherine beat me.
Doing his own Rocky Balboa.
He's gonna kill us when he joins us. It's bad for you. You're closer.
I'm ready for it.
You're a lot closer. He'll just kill you in one instance. What was the Eye of the Tiger exactly? What was the worst match for you at SummerSlam? And then once Josiah joins in, that's when we're going to properly review it. So, I mean, Shota can't win the G1. Had to go. Katherine, you taking this?
As my mother has said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Don't be a pussy. You are a grown woman. Don't you be a pussy. Say it.
He's just jealous he got beat by a woman.
Yeah, that works too.
The sexist fraud he is.
That too. Yep, that's it, fully confirmed. Yep, Liverpool legend Mo Salah has joined Trabzonspor. That's that fully confirmed.
I'm sure everybody's going to say the Danhausen match had to be the worst thing on SummerSlam.
To be fair, I just didn't understand the idea of having to do what they did. I just don't understand it.
I will say the best thing about SummerSlam is I don't know what Nick Aldis did to get them to buy the rights to Oasis Morning Glory, but that was the best thing for SummerSlam.
To be fair, they actually didn't need to buy the rights to it. Oasis let that song being used all the time. People use it on... people have been using that song for ages on platforms.
Like, as soon as the first note hit, I knew exactly what it was, because I'm a huge fan.
It had to be that song. It had to be that song anyway. He used it in NWA.
Well, I didn't watch him in NWA.
It was when at least he was a world champion that Roman Reigns wishes that he could be. That is true. That is true. I had to get rid of the Fenerbahce shirt that I actually had. I collected them. I collected one years ago, and then when I saw that, I got rid of it.
Who are these scums that Fulham signed? I've never heard of them.
I mean, it's Fulham, so what do you expect?
I mean, I can have hope, can't I? That they'll win the Premier League one year?
They'll never win the Premier League. But
can have hope.
To be fair, Gonzalo from Real Madrid is an interesting one, but I'm reading what you said about Kyrie saying, what's this? Oh, it's from a TNA show. Kenshin's a TNA show as well. Opened up in her Shoe Pro interview about the end of her WWE run, saying she was under tremendous stress from not being used. That's a fact. Someone responded saying not being used when she's on TV like every week in a storyline. Yeah, she was on TV every week, but she wasn't being used. Like, there's a big difference between being on TV and being on TV and being used. Oh, here it comes. It's Senior Jobby.
Let's start reviewing this show then.
No comedy, just straight to business. He's like, I've got my Lewis Hamilton
Absolutely.
haircut. I've got my Lewis Hamilton haircut. I've just done a crap. Now I'm here to shit on WWE SummerSlam.
I actually thought it was a good show, to be fair.
Well, you can dive in then. As the honorary second place and two-time champion, you can
Yes.
bestow the honor of kicking us off.
Yes. So, night one kicked off with Io Sky versus Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
This match was good until they decided to give the wrong person the win. I don't know why they decided to keep the belt on Liv. I don't think she is deserving of it. I don't think she's done that title any good. And I don't see how the title elevates her either, since she doesn't wrestle. So, poor decision. And a waste of Io Sky winning Queen of the Ring. She was never going to win the title. That's my take on it. What do you guys think?
More or less the same, but in the end, it became more. In the end, looking back on it, it felt like more and more that all that much was just ended up being a filler match to put something on the card for night one. That's all it felt like in the end. It was pointless.
Yeah.
It was pointless because that is something that match could have been done on, say, like a Monday Night Raw or a Saturday night main event rather than something like SummerSlam, and giving Io Sky, the Queen of the Ring, to go and do that. I mean, it's not like it hasn't happened before. You've had the likes of Asuka. She ended up winning the Royal Rumble just to go on and lose at WrestleMania. So it's not like it hasn't been done before, but it's still an annoyance that they're still doing this. That they're doing these tournaments, doing all these tournaments, doing the big pay-per-views, just to give someone a big opportunity, just to say, nah, sod it, we'll just give it to the person who's been absolutely undeserved, who has barely wrestled since WrestleMania, hardly done anything, and literally was given a spot in the Queen of the Ring tournament just to fill it up and give her something to do, because they couldn't be asked to pick somebody from the roster to give her a rivalry with, to try and help give her a reason to be deserving of that title.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And another question is, what does Io Sky even do now? Especially with the return of Becky and Stephanie on Raw last night.
Honestly, I think that's her done. I think that's her done for a little bit in terms of being on TV. Do not be surprised in the next few weeks, maybe the next month or so, we hear that she's up for a release.
I could see them releasing her since they just had their investor call yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Then profits are
Because
up,
you know
we've got to make
releases
some
are
more
coming
money.
on Friday probably.
Yeah, when profits are up, so we've got to save you for more money.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess you could throw Io back in the mid-card title and have her fight for the IC belt.
But
If you
just
wanted
keep her
something to
stuck
do
in
with
with the
her,
Judgment Day. Just keep her stuck with the Judgment Day.
yeah, basically.
And then I know this is a bit, well, it is still kind of on topic, but what do you see either Stephanie or Becky doing with Liv?
I think what's going to happen after last night's Raw, I think they're going to have Stephanie and Becky go for a number one contenders match. And whoever wins that will get their shot at Liv. And if Becky
So
wins,
you wouldn't.
I definitely could see them pulling the title off of Liv then and give it to Becky.
So you can't see them doing a triple threat with them both facing Liv.
I could, but I don't think they will.
Sorry, I was talking to my dad. What did I miss? Sorry.
We quickly recapped the first match and the implications of it all. And now we're just talking about what we think is going to happen with Stephanie and Becky coming back for Liv Morgan.
I think, I don't know what anyone said, so I'm just going to quickly say a guess and Tom will tell me if I'm right. I think they're going to do a triple threat between these three at the next pay-per-view. And I think there'll be a couple of turns. And at that point, one of them's going to be soul, the other's going to be a heel, and then the other's going to be the champion. So I'm going to go on a limb and saying Stephanie Vaquer gets the faction, Becky Lynch is the champion, and Liv Morgan gets nothing.
That would be interesting.
I think they will put the belt back on Becky, to be fair.
And honestly, I think that would be the sensible decision because, well, someone in that household
Liv Morgan will not job to Vaquer.
No.
I don't
and
see
then
it
you got to consider, someone's got to make money now that Seth Rollins has no plans.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. But what was everyone else thinking in terms of their plans? That's something I wanted to hear. Like, what did Katherine say?
I could see them doing a number one contenders match between Becky and Stephanie.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't surprise me if Morgan gets in the way, though, which sets up the triple threat.
So my feeling is that we could have a number one contenders match and it could go either two ways.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think they might just do one more match for her as well, specifically in this. So I could potentially see it either going into someone winning the contenders match, the number one contenders match, mm-hmm. or the Judgment Day come out, interfere in it,
mm-hmm.
and you get the likes of and then you get the likes of Io Sky coming out. I think this could potentially lead into maybe a six women tag team match, but then it could potentially lead into a fatal four-way.
You know what they've not done in years? I just realised this. They've not done this in years that I can think of. You remember King of the Ring 2000?
Yeah.
Yep.
What if it's the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan with Roxanne and Raquel versus Becky Lynch, Stephanie Vaquer, Io Sky, women's title on the line?
That would be cool.
Yeah.
And then we see how loyal the Judgment Day is to Liv, and then we'll see which member of the babyfaces get the rightful honor being the champion. Well, women's world title, sorry.
Yeah.
Because they haven't done that since. I don't think there has been that in years that I can think of. I can't recall it.
I think the closest to that would be Backlash 01, where it was the tag
mm-hmm.
champs
Yeah,
versus the IC champion, WWF champion.
but that was for all the gold. But I'm just
Yeah.
meaning it's just one title in a match like that. They haven't done in years.
But no, I lied. There is one Backlash 09. It was Shane Batista and Triple H against Legacy against.
Sorry, my bad. Yep, because that's where
Orton punted Triple H to win the title.
Yep. And then he lost it a month later at Extreme Rules, and then won it back the next night by being cocky.
Yeah.
Which was just stupid. But again, he was injured, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
And then Batista ran away to SmackDown and bullied the midget.
Got nothing. And then got nothing.
Yeah, he won a chairs match for a low blow, and we're like, we can't have this.
To be fair, that he got robbed in that match, because how can you get disqualified in a no disqualification match? He should have won the title that night.
Exactly. I guess because Teddy Long's like, I already screwed Taker once, I can't screw him again. Where to, Teddy?
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, he did destroy Cena at Elimination Chamber, so there's always a bonus.
That's true.
What would you rather happen? Chelsea Green having the title, her winning the Money in the Bank? You knew she was going to win. I said that Chelsea Green was going to win the ladder match. But yeah, the title. I said Chelsea would
win the title. Because if she wins Money in the Bank, you know that they're just going to book her to lose the cash in. So just take the title while you can have it.
I just don't like the fact that it's an interim title reign.
They said it's still an official reign, though, so we can take that.
I know, but I just don't like the fact that it's going to be labelled as interim. Catch you later, my man. I will see you Friday.
That is unless they just have Chelsea beat Rhea somehow.
She should do what happened to The Miz. I'm going to show you what I mean.
But where she wins with someone's help and then loses to them the next weekend.
No. Not that. Where is it?
Oh, his first reign.
No. Something better than that. Where is it? I just need the right thing. This. This is what we need Chelsea Green to do to Rhea Ripley. Except not fuck it up. When he wore the armband, like every week, Cena never showed up.
Yeah.
We need Chelsea Green to do that to Rhea Ripley. Instead, she actually wins the match. Like, we need that to happen.
Yeah.
Well, you know that's not going to happen because they think Rhea is like the goddess of women's wrestling.
Josiah. But do carry on, Josiah.
Yeah, that first match was something. It was a choice for sure.
Mm.
But what we got next was the Bloodline versus Royce Keys, Solo Sikoa, and LA Knight.
We did.
And they actually had LA Knight pick up the win here.
Yep. Very.
And then I'd say it was a serviceable match.
I think just the problem I had with it is the talent involved are all bleak. Like, I would have liked to have seen more. I feel like we didn't see enough of Jacob Fatu. I feel like we didn't see enough of Solo Sikoa to try and showcase himself. And before anyone says, but he did the run back, please don't use that, because that's not the point. It's funny that they did it.
That was a fun moment. That was.
I mean, it was funny that they done it to that DUI clown, but the point being is, was it necessary? I don't know. I would have preferred if he just trolled him in different ways. Fair comment here, though.
Well, is it not actually being able to wrestle properly?
He says, I thought...
Yeah, this is something that... Yeah, this is something that I actually want to pick up on. I actually think that Royce Keys was the standout of this match. Yet, for some reason, LA Knight's the one that's in the title picture. And Royce Keys has been written off TV, which makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
The grass because I would have done it if it was up to me. The other side.
That's true.
If it was up to me, I would have had it done the other way, where Royce Keys gets the program with Roman and LA Knight gets written off, because there's never anything for it.
I think
they're not going to do that because they don't want to hear all the LA Knight simps whine and bitch. So what they're doing is they're going to let him have this program with Roman, knowing he's going to get squashed, just so they'll shut up for a little bit.
Just remember, one of the main fanatics with their fanatics team is a LA Knight account as well. Like an LA Knight fan account is a signed fanatic on the WWE shop, which I think is wrong. Like, I'm all for people having like their favorite talents, but if you are, you shouldn't be making money off that person. I think that's wrong. That's like me saying I'm a Bret Hart fan, but I'm making money off Bret Hart content. You know what I mean? Like, or making Bret Hart stuff off their website. That's my own stuff to make money off his name. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. That'd be like Katherine making money off Kenny Omega. Like, it's wrong.
Oh, I can make some money. Oh, wrong kind of thing.
No. But you get my point.
Yeah.
Like, it's a conflict of interest. A big conflict of interest, actually.
Really, I only thought Royce Keys was in this match to take the pin. To be fair.
The fact that they've written him off TV, though, as well, just for LA Knight as well, is lame.
Yeah. And then also with Solo, what do you think happens with him now? Because he was completely not on Raw.
I don't know.
Night.
I actually don't know. Like, I think
he is a SmackDown guy, so he'll probably show up on SmackDown.
Yeah, but so is Royce Keys, and he was there.
I think it might just be like certain talent will be told, like, we need you on this show, whereas they probably told Solo, we don't need you for Raw.
Probably just needed for SmackDown, if anything, at the moment.
I do wonder.
I do like the new Solo, like his personality.
That's the one thing I do like, the fact that they didn't turn him heel again.
It's the fact that you told me. It's the fact that you told me to shut my eyes and listen to him, and he sounds like Hollywood Rock. I was like, I just can't. I just can't, because I like Hollywood Rock too much. But I see what you mean though by it, like the witty comments. Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like
and
he's doing well.
I just hope that they don't waste that with him. They just need to not ruin him and put him back in that stupid family.
Yeah, it feels like he's broken out of it now. It's literally, he's living up to the name now. Solo. He's literally got more freedom, more creativeness with himself, rather than him be rather than him being directly tied up into one thing. I think it was even the same with the bloodline. Even though he's the original bloodline, he was just that tied with it, tied to it. There was just no freedom to express himself.
Yous are gonna hate me.
Yeah.
Yous are gonna hate me for this. But considering the type of personality he's becoming and for how he is as an individual, I think he should drop Sokoa from his name and just go as Solo.
I mean, I see the angle, but I just don't think it's necessary.
Well, they won't do it, but it's just a thought.
It's a valid genuine idea. So,
Well, I mean, you say they won't do it. They did take Austin Theory's name away for like a year.
Well, I mean, if Vince was there, they would definitely do it because he likes the one name character.
Just take his entire career away, Austin Theory.
That's another man that's got some fine ass abs.
Paid for on eBay.
for no abs, go past talent.
I need him and Shota to become a tag team. That would be my ideal tag team.
What we call them, theoretically shit.
That would be a tag. That would be a tag team that never wins anything. Huh?
Except Katherine on weekends.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely get my view.
That isn't.
What's up, Peter? But do carry
unless Don Callis gets hold of her first. Isn't it?
Oh. I mean, at least it's her own age.
Fair enough.
See, yo, bitch when I go after men my own age. Yo, bitch when I become a cougar. What the hell do you guys want?
The views.
Yeah.
It's the only time I'm going to say that and get away with it.
Yeah. But yes, in terms of the direction for both teams, obviously we've seen Royce Keys be written off. We don't know when he's going to be back.
Mm-hmm.
LA Knight's obviously going to be involved
Squashed.
with Roman Reigns for the next few weeks.
What is their next pay-per-view?
Money in
the Bank.
Oh, please.
But there's also, but there's a Saturday night's main event in between that.
That's actually a Sunday night main event. They moved it to Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah. Well, there's that, and then there's also AAA stuff, the Triple Mania and Worlds Collide.
Yeah, what is Roman doing on that show?
Yeah, that is interesting.
He's gonna become the greatest luchador of ever.
I want to know what Rey Mysterio has in store for him, because that was random.
Maybe he's gonna pay him to beat the shit out of Dominic.
Well, you could do that for free. They're on the same show in America, though.
But do you see them putting the mega title on Roman too?
No. Because Taker won.
Maybe they're bringing him in to do. Maybe they're bringing Roman in to do with Omos.
That's what I was going to suggest. What if it is Roman versus Omos?
And then you have Omos squashing because it's triple A.
The best last ride of all time.
Yeah, because I think they're gonna. I think, judging by everything what's going on at the moment in Triple I think you're going to be seeing El Grande Americano with the mega title.
Well, Dominic is supposed to be on.
Do you know what I'm worried? I'm worried that they're going to put the AAA tag titles on the Usos.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because they can't win anything here because they
shite like Nia Jax. Speaking of Nia Jax, I went past someone earlier on who had a Nia Jax license plate.
Why?
Don't know, but I'm not kidding. NI9JAX.
Although to be fair, I've seen a card that has RKO on its license plate.
I wonder what Aaron Loves Wrestling is. It must be Aaron Loves Mustaches. His newest one. Oh God Almighty! It's full.
I mean, I would have a license plate that says RKO on it.
He's got the mustache now, with no beard, so he's a. Yeah, he's got the look.
Makes sense.
He drives around in a van. I'll put it that way.
And
Makes sense.
He's got the Hitler haircut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so add that to his mustache.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Add
Not
it.
great.
So he's trying to go back to 1930 Germany.
I mean, for an American to do that, that's quite brave.
Exactly.
And stupid.
Because he is.
Exactly.
Dexter Loomis with worse head.
And no talent.
Yeah.
We miss Dexter Loomis. Or Samuel Shaw.
Or Samuel Shaw is his man, though. Yeah.
That man.
But yeah.
That man did a lot for Christy Hemme.
Yeah.
Who, Vince?
Yeah, in terms...
No, Samuel Shaw.
Yeah, what do you think is the direction of the Usos and Jacob Fatu after this?
I think Jacob Fatu's gone back to the mid-card. I think they're going to re-push, annoyingly, Jey Uso back as a main eventer. And I think Jimmy Uso's going to... I think he's just going to fade.
But it's weird that they can't really push Jey as a main eventer as long as Roman's champion.
No, which is true.
They can push the Usos as tags since they claim they want to revitalize their tag division.
I mean, to be fair,
And then
if
get
it
the
gets
belt,
Braun
you get the
Breaker
belts
out
off
of
of
the division,
Braun
I'll
in theory, and then push Braun like Braun should be pushed.
Yeah, if it gets Braun away from the vision, I'll take it.
They have to do something, but I don't think they know what it is they're looking for. And that's the problem.
They still haven't found what they're looking for.
I mean, I think they're waiting for Bronson Reed to come back, in all honesty.
Yep.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I thought he already returned.
No.
I thought he returned to
Well, not
Saturday's
yet,
main
anyway.
event.
No?
That was last year.
Was that last year's?
Yeah.
That's when I'm out of tune with that event.
It's either that or they're waiting for Logan Paul to come back from injury.
Ooh. Let's not.
Yep.
But moving on from that, we had Gunther versus Nick Aldis.
Mm-hmm. We did.
I thought that this was a very well done match, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It was done in a realistic way, but also a way that didn't make Nick Aldis look weak.
They didn't humiliate him either, which is what I was scared about.
Good.
And for your first match back in the ring for like 3 years, putting you in there with Gunther is not a bad thing, because say what you will about Gunther, at least he does try to protect his opponents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will grant him that. Like,
Which I was surprised they didn't put him in the ring with The Miz, because, you know, The Miz is like the gatekeeper.
Yeah, but The Miz is also in some weird shit with Danhausen, where he's a zombie now. But I do see the appeal of having him face Gunther. I think that there could have been a bit more from Nick Aldis that I would have liked to see. But obviously you don't want to make Gunther look completely wasted out there. So you kind of had to make him not take too much offense, especially if you were going to put him in the match that they did the next night. You've got to keep him looking somewhat strong. But the one thing I don't like about what they've done here is they've kind of, by giving Nicole this GM job back, I feel like they've kind of made it to where he's not going to wrestle again, or at least not for a while, which I think is a bit of a disappointment because of how good he was. I would have liked to see him wrestle more frequently.
I don't think they see that in him, though.
No.
I don't know how they couldn't see that in him after the performance that he put on.
Josiah, it's the WWE.
Oh, I know.
Thought I'd reply to you, Catherine, because I just want to point out a fact to what I've just said to you, but it's just very important. It's the difference between people saying it and claiming it.
Yeah. But yeah, we know where Nick Aldis is going. He's going back to his GM role. But what do you think's next for Gunther? Especially now that we know that he's not the number one contender, though.
I think it's time for him to go to Raw. Well, back to Raw. I think he's done everything SmackDown needs. You know, I don't think...
Like, he didn't need to win the title there.
No.
He's been involved in high-profile feuds. The mid-card doesn't do any favors for him. So, yeah, there's not really much for him there.
I think the problem is... the world title was meant to be like they view them as the world champion, but the WWE champion is the face of their organization.
Yeah.
Gunther isn't someone you'd say is the face of their organization.
No.
So if he's world champion, that's okay. He still represents a strong lineage of world champions. But the WWE champion's got to be more than that.
Yeah.
Did anybody catch Michael Chode saying NWE instead of NWA?
Yeah.
Oh, he had a lot of blunders. What he said about Paige is still absolutely shocking.
Yeah, Paige is a woman. No shit.
Really? I thought she had a penis.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, maybe we've been wrong all these years.
Well, speaking of that match, that was the next match. It was Paige and the Bella Twins against Fatal Influence.
Can we rename this match? Can we rename this to Paige, Brie Bella, and Celibacy versus Fatal Flaw?
Yeah.
Although, how can you be celibate if you're posting tit pics online? Because that's not the acts of a celibate woman. That's you basically saying you want to get back out there. Especially when nobody wants to look at the plastic bags.
Yeah.
I'm glad my shit is all natural.
Say, I'd even throw in a little bit of a name change for Brie Bella as well to Danny O'Brien.
Why? Because she got injured in this match as well.
No surprise.
She'll be out for a while.
Thank God.
She broke her scapula, which they're saying if she has to have surgery, it's like a 4 to 6 months recovery time. If she doesn't have just surgery, I think they said it's about 3 to 4 months.
Personally,
it's kind of ironic that as soon as one comes back, the other gets injured.
It's the guns, my friend. It's the guns effect.
Yeah.
Because it happened with Sabin and Shelley.
Except they're a more talented sibling. If you want to include Austin.
No, I'm talking about Sabin and Shelley.
Ah, okay.
But the brotherly ones are still the same.
Yeah.
But I call it gun
Except
syndrome.
they're more talented.
Yeah, they are. And I'm not against this, Carl. Except as AJ Lee's coming back.
And she's also not on the brand for that title.
No, because that's on Raw.
Yeah.
And Paige is on SmackDown with the US title.
Yeah.
More than likely be the US title.
And also, why do we need Nikki Bella in 2026?
We don't.
She doesn't bring anything.
We didn't even need. No, we didn't even need her in 2016.
We didn't need her in 2010 either, or 2012, or 2014, or 2015.
Or ever.
They were
Yeah.
just the WWE showpieces.
To be fair, my brother had an amazing nickname for them years ago. He used to call them two lesbians in gimp suits,
Yeah.
which was absolutely funny.
But yeah,
What?
essentially, the right team won, and Nikki Bella turned heel for no reason, and that's basically it.
Yeah, I'm glad Katherine called this out the other day.
Nobody goes anywhere.
What did I
we
call
don't
out?
really.
It was Nick and Nikki's show night 2, because that's where I was, and you were like, "How can she turn heel when she gave the spot to Paige?"
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah.
just doesn't make sense. It is indeed, Carl. Correct. But you can't you can't turn heel on someone when you got injured. You didn't get cleared because your body's weak, so you give the spot to someone else. It doesn't work. It doesn't make sense. And yet you've got people celebrating this heel turn. I'm like, these are absolute spanners.
It's one of them. It was expected, but
Yeah.
not something what can make sense no matter what you do because of the end of the day. It's literally, it's just something just so they can do a little bit of a nostalgia trip once Bree's back.
Just, if you're going to turn her heel, just say the reason being is because you lost our tag team titles. Like, that's the easiest one. That's a valid reason.
Yep.
But no, it's because Nikki Bella got injured, so she blames her replacement. It doesn't make any sense.
Despite the fact of going out to WrestleMania saying, so we called an old friend, and then
Yeah, you called her, so.
The match was awful, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep.
I basically didn't pay attention to it at all either.
I'll be surprised if Katherine didn't go for a piss during this match.
Well, what's the verdict? Did you?
What match are we talking about?
The Bellas and Paige versus Fatal Influence.
I think I fell asleep.
Oh, well, that says it all then.
Yeah.
perfectly appropriate.
In terms of Fatal Influence, it doesn't really do anything for any of them. They still won't have any direction. And obviously, Bree's injured, so the Bella twins' plans are scrapped. And Paige will probably feud with Nikki Bella for no reason, and no one will care.
Agreed.
And you don't have any you don't have any female tag teams that can really go up against Fatal Influence anyway, so they're going to be like Liv and not defend the titles.
Well, there's B-Fab and Meeting, but that's about it. What is
B-Fab should be in the women's world championship picture, because she is so great.
And there's also Nia Jackson, Lash legend, since Lash didn't win the titles. But moving on from that monstrosity, we had Crooked Moonsault Punk defending his title against Cody Rhodes.
Trash.
Yeah.
One moment, please. One moment, please.
crooked moonsault.
I'm keeping that on screen now.
Well, I mean, it is true.
Oh, it is true. It was horrible.
I think he was trying to like get himself injured so he could still get paid and not really have to wrestle.
Because God forbid showing up for
I don't
work is
really
not important.
know what to make of this match. This match was kind of weird. Like, it started off slow, but then it did pick up a lot towards the middle and the end of the match.
It was 31
But my
minutes
issue
long.
But my issue is, why do all of these matches have to start off slow before they get better?
Because it's WWE. Like, they don't know any other way.
And it also seems like the Cody Rhodes main event match is the same formula for every single match he's in.
This match was literally 30 minutes, 10 seconds long. It was 3 minutes, 15 shorter than Rollins versus Reigns.
And I do hope that now this is the end of Cody Rhodes in the title picture for a while now. Because we got the return of Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Who I also want to make a point to say that whoever's in charge of the camera did a horrible job, because I saw him before he entered the timekeeper's area.
Yep. It was hard.
So it kind of ruined the so-called surprise.
Yeah.
And also another thing, whoever has info on wrestler returns, stop giving it to the media, because they're going to leak that shit all over social media. And it also takes the element of surprise away.
Yeah.
And that's a problem that we're going to also discuss on night 2 with the Kevin Owens return as well.
Mm-hmm.
But stop giving them this information, because it really takes away from the moments that we see.
Mm-hmm.
It
But then
does,
I
but
guess
let me
that
ask you this in this scenario though. Do you think WWE gave them that information to leak to try to sell more tickets?
Quite possibly. Would not surprise me if they did that.
I agree.
Probably, yeah.
Because you get more leaks like that out of WWE than you do AEW. Like when AEW has a surprise coming in, very rarely does it get leaked unless they want it leaked.
Mm-hmm. But people
So I
will
wouldn't
say
be
it's who controls
surprised
the
if
media.
WWE leaked that information to try to get more tickets sold.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Not just that, probably get more viewership, subscriberships and viewerships from the likes of ESPN, Netflix, and all that.
But nobody's really doing it. Like, I don't think anyone's going to buy. Like, no one's going to buy Club WWE or whatever it is.
Well, no adult is going to buy it.
No kid can
No
afford it.
sane adult, that is.
That's true. All the greasy fat cockwombles will buy it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wouldn't hurt to keep Cody Rhodes out of the title picture for a while and let him have the proper feud that we should have gotten at WrestleMania with him and Randy Orton.
Mm-hmm. And then it leads to Cody Rhodes never challenging for the title ever again. Oh, never mind.
Wrong company.
Yeah.
Rumor has it that it's going to be Roman versus CM Punk at the Worlds Collide show.
But that doesn't make sense, because that's not really Worlds Collide.
Yeah, but it should
They
be.
did Crown Jordan.
Yeah, because that makes sense for the Crown Jewel Championship. Well, the AEW rip-off title, as I call it.
Well, they're only doing that because the show is in Chicago the same night that AEW is in Chicago.
Well, if that's the case, why don't you just do Punk versus a Triple H champion that isn't
Dominic
WWE
Mysterio.
based? Or a Triple H star? Daz says, what do you think of the Grand Slam card? Apart from one
Looking
match,
forward to it.
I like it.
I'm disappointed that Kenny Omega's not on the card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm even more
Say it.
and I'm even more annoyed that Eddie Kingston's on the card.
Yep.
I don't even know why he's in that tournament because he is a disgrace.
Oh, I know. You're not wrong.
And then as for that other match on the card, I'm not even going to talk about it because it shouldn't be happening now.
The matches advertised for it are really good. Except maybe one.
The one that Orange Cassidy's in.
Okay, make it two.
Because again, how he's in this tournament, I don't know how.
I'm not sure why Jericho has to team up with Mystical and Darby Allin. And why is Willow Nightingale not defending her title against, I don't know, Tekla in a rematch? The card looks good though.
Will Ospreay versus Mark Davis will be interesting.
It should be the main event. Kyle Fletcher and Speedball on the show.
Do you reckon there's any chance that they have Billy and Jay White main event the show?
Probably not. It's not on this card.
Oh no, it's not. It's on the 12th.
I might watch.
Yes.
I might.
So this is confusing. Why have they even bothered to reveal the card now when it's happening next week? They could have done it after this week's show.
I've got no idea. I might see if I can watch the CMLL weekly show this week.
It's weird though because they've probably done a New Japan copy because this is basically the New Japan Cup for the Continental Classic, and they've got their G1 at the end of the year for the same belt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. By all means, that means the Continental Classic shouldn't be on in the end of the year. Doesn't make any sense.
Although at least Tony knows how to make both blocks do good.
That's true. Considering how the G1's been the last couple of days, which mean you'll be getting back to.
Yeah.
Business as usual for us, my friend, coming up.
Fun. Well, half anyway.
Yep.
I can't wait to talk about how awful Great O'Cards matches have been.
I can't wait to say goodbye to Zack Sabre Jr. as a professional wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get my new job in Argos.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, they're gone too.
Yeah. Yeah. You can take over Home Bargains instead. They're still around.
Or B&M.
Yeah. Or we can make him Catherine's way, or we can...
To Zach.
You had a good run, but I fear it's over now.
Well, what do you know? Josiah, we have another one.
Yeah.
That's another person that agrees with us. Victory.
Yeah.
No, he's not quitting wrestling. He's being ruined, Carl. Zack Sabre Jr. has been bullied, and we don't stand for it.
No. Having to lose to Red Narita in 2 minutes 45 seconds.
Yeah, that's just disgusting.
Yeah. But and so was this title match, because Cody Rhodes in the title scene makes me sick.
But it's like his kryptonite.
What pulling the trigger on his friend? Because he's so much of a nice guy that he can't do it. Maybe Sami Zayn was wrong and Cody's the last real good guy.
Oh, Catherine, please use that on Friday.
Because we all know that Sammy's the last real crybaby, but we'll get into that later. Before we get there, we've got to talk about Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi.
I told you, not even 15 minutes.
Look. And it turns out, before we get into it, that Brock Lesnar has actually retired for real this time. He was on the Pat McAfee show earlier.
Yep. This was pointless.
Yeah.
Obafemi should have just had his title shot.
Yeah. Because one, it went less than 15 minutes. Two,
12.
They barely used the cage.
Yep.
Two, they barely used the cage. Three,
Brock became
the finisher. Yeah. Three, the Brock Lesnar's finishers are now ineffective. Four, you should never be kicking out of a tombstone on the exposed boards.
Which is
and
what
five, you hit. Yeah, and five, you hit your finisher. You didn't even hit it on the boards, and that was somehow able to win you the matches.
Yep. Speaking of finishers on the boards, is why I didn't like their 2015 Hell in a Cell, even though it was WWE's match of the year.
Yeah.
Because Taker Taker tombstoned him on the boards, and Brock kicked out.
Yeah.
So that was a callback to that match. Exactly, of all places. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't WWE Radio.
True.
Oh, we know Chester, don't worry. We knew what you meant.
Well, to be fair, him and Pat McAfee seem to be friends for some reason.
I know. I feel sorry for him. Being friends with a loser. Because Pat McAfee is a loser.
Yeah, so we know that Brock Lesnar's retired. And in terms of Obafemi, it looks like he's getting into a feud with Bron Breakker.
Yep. Again, nobody's asking for it.
In what seems to be a custody of Paul Heyman match. Well, that's what it seems to be leading to.
It should be, if you're not going to give Obafemi his world title shot, then why not just put it up for grabs? Braun's already the bigger star. Just give it to Braun. Oba can still be king, but he loses his title shot. Because
I feel like this
not
is
interested.
I feel like this is another feud that they're doing way too early.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this should be like next year or the year after.
Yeah.
Because here's another thing. Who's going to lead this match? Like, Braun has never led a feud. He's never led a match. Like, this is hard for him. What about you, Catherine? What do you think on this?
I don't know if I would have Braun going after Oba. And I have a fear that they're just giving Braun to Oba so Oba can squash him.
I did not think of that, actually.
Well, I'll tell you, if they did that to Brun, if I was Brun, I'd just quit on the spot. I'd say I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I would go straight to AEW. I'd be like, okay, I'm going.
Yeah.
And be world champion within 2 months.
Basically.
If he walked into AEW, he would be world champion within 2 months.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even a controversial statement.
Not at all.
It's just pure facts. Braun still has the tag titles. Yeah, they're coming off him, though. Braun needs to be... If he's going to have Heyman, it should just be Braun on his own.
Mm-hmm.
For a little while. 6 months.
Although I think Heyman's gonna attach himself to Oba.
Yeah, I think so as well. Especially because he seems to be Brock's hand-picked replacement. Which feels weird.
Sadly, this is what they've built with Oberfan. He's literally the next conquerors, the next rulers, the next destroyer of people and all that. And sadly, it's going to be one of them now because he's literally full time. A lot of these talents are going to end up being squished and buried to the point that you can't see any future with them in WWE or anything like that. They're just literally going to be mid-cards and no TV time.
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Instead of doing it early, instead of gradually building over them, mate, allowing other talents to have a little bit of time, that just built them straight away. The whole build on it is going to die down eventually with it. But I feel that's my concern with Overfan. It's just literally going to sink. He's going to end up sinking to the bottom with this. I think they've just pushed him a little bit too early at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I just find it ironic that they said that they didn't want to push Bron Breakker early because they didn't want it to be like they're forcing him down people's throats. But that's exactly what they're doing with Obafemi right now.
Exactly. And all he is
yeah, entertainment.
That's all he is. He's a walk and a power bomb. He's still very green. It's a big risk, and I think it's going to backfire.
Well, they better hope that they've got a backup plan just in case.
What's up, Jesse?
I was just about to say, have we actually gone into the Hell in a Cell match yet?
Dreadful.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So, all I'll say to this is, if you're going to do Hell in a Cell, please do an actual Hell in a Cell match. Yes, don't get me wrong, the cell looked a little bit close to the ring, but there was still plenty of room where they could have just done bashing faces against the cage. They could have. There was more than enough room for them to be doing German suplexes from one end to the other. They could have easily just literally whipped him into the cage from one end to the other. That wouldn't have been. Even knocked him out of the ring. Have a proper full-on Hell in a Cell match, and something what Katherine picked up. Have blood as well with it, especially for how much destruction they were causing in that. I think I said it in the Discord. Had it been in an Extreme Rules match or something along the lines of that, I think I would have been able to praise this match a little bit more because of that sort of thing. what they were doing is the sort of thing I'd expect from an Extreme Rules match, or a no hold barred match.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's it. It was literally just a no disqualification match inside the cell because they never used it at all. Like, this is probably the worst Hell in a Cell match I've seen since Randy Orton and Mark Henry, where they basically didn't use a cell at all.
Roman Braun,
I mean, at least they
Ambrose
used the
Rollins. It was still horrible though.
cell. Ambrose and Rollins actually went on top of the cell.
I know, it was still weird. A lot of bad Hell in a Cells. I think as a concept they should be retired now. Because they don't care about it.
I think the moment they turn the Hell in a Cell, the cell itself, they turned it red. Was the moment they stopped caring about it.
No, it was when they went to PG. Full PG, that was it.
I mean, you have two of your biggest men in the company in a Hell in a Cell. You have no blood. You don't break the cell. You don't really use the cell. I mean, why have a Hell in a Cell match in the first place? You could have just put them in a regular ring and let them go at it.
What's even worse is Brock Lesnar is a cage match guy. The guy went to the UFC as well. He's a Hell in a Cell specialist. He knows how these matches work. And you neutered him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's worse than Seth Fiend. That was horrible. That was horrible. Right, Josiah. Night 2. Blast it.
Okay. Fatal 4-way #1 contenders match was initially meant to be Sami Zayn and Finn Balor, but then Nick Aldis comes out and adds Gunther. And then just to piss off Sami Zayn even more, he brings back Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Who then
There's your heel turn. There's your heel turn as well. Because he's well going to cost Kevin in the title match. And you're going to get Kevin versus Sami again. Ugh. Because we're stuck with this feud every single time.
Yeah.
But glad for KO. Glad he's back. And Sportskeeda can hold that.
Yeah. I thought that this was a very well done match. Everyone,
I didn't hate it. I hated Sami, but I didn't hate it.
I do feel bad for Finn though, having put all that work in just for that to be the outcome of it.
Yeah. He's been shunned again.
Although I will say at least he didn't take the pin. That is something that we could take from this.
Yeah. But what can you do with Finn Balor now?
US title, now that Corbin's the champion.
That's a relegation for him.
Well, is it really? Considering he was nowhere before.
I mean, he's earned the world title.
I mean, in storyline, has he really? Because before this match, he was feuding with the Tongans.
I think Finn has earned it. I think he's earned it more than anyone. But I suppose.
Well, I mean, if you're looking at it in isolation, yes, but in a storyline context, he was just feuding with the Tongans.
Yeah, storyline context, no. In overall, yes.
And also that you find it interesting that every title changed hands except for 3 world titles that actually had champions going into the show.
Mm-hmm.
And one of those title changes involved Trick Williams losing his US title to Baron Corbin. And firstly, I want to say poor Carmelo Hayes, because this should have been his spot. Because
Yeah, I think they've pretty much proven that.
yeah, Baron Corbin's been back 3 weeks and he's already taken the title off Trick Williams.
And he's probably going to hold it for a while.
Yeah. And I also think that this match has proven that it's time that we end this little Yachty experiment and just get him away from here.
Well, that's not going to happen because he's in talks with extending his contract with them.
Maybe they'll cut him in the release.
Just cut him now. He brings nothing.
Did anybody notice in this match that Baron Corbin literally had to call the spot for Yachty?
Yeah.
Yeah. So embarrassing. Like, second biggest show of the year, you don't know your spot for it, the match. But yeah, this match was basically nothing to me. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. At least there's no more fur.
Yes.
I think Baron Corbin should shave all the fur off the belt and use it as a hairpiece.
And he should shave it off on camera.
Yeah. He could do a Shrek.
Yeah. And not the third, because that was an awful film.
I was referring to the third. When he wears the headpiece.
Oh yeah.
That could be Corbin.
Yeah.
Baron Shrek.
Well, we go from that to the disjointed ladder match for the... I'm not calling it the interim. It was for the women's championship.
I just hate
and the
reason
I'm not calling it interim is because Chelsea Green won and she should have. And they actually made the right decision, and she dedicated it to that idiot Michael Hayes.
The only thing about this match, like, genuinely, is the fact we nearly had a crippled veteran.
Yeah, because two idiots who don't know how to wrestle were in this match.
The fact is, they dragged her by one leg each.
Yeah.
It's just incompetence at its finest.
Especially when you can see the big fucking knee brace on her leg. You still think it's a good idea to do that to you.
It's the fact that none of them caught her. Like, successfully. Like, credit to the Lash Legend, she tried, but she's stupid anyway.
No, because she thought it was a good idea to go along with it.
Exactly, she needs to go back to Hooters.
I wonder how much she was cussing them right in the backstage after the match.
I bet you any money Charlotte backstage says I don't want to work with them again.
Well, she's working Jade on SmackDown.
Oh, don't worry, she'll find a way to get out of it.
Have Alexa run in and cause a DQ of her.
To be fair, Charlotte's like the Hulk Hogan period of 80s and 90s. Charlotte Flair is that golden goose. You injure Charlotte Flair, you're gone.
If they had a blessing in disguise, then.
If they broke her legs, they both would have been gone. So it's a shame that she still got her working legs.
Mm.
But they could have crippled her.
Yeah, and that would have been very bad.
Yeah.
But what wasn't bad is the fact that Chelsea Green won this match.
Yeah, thank God. I like the fact. I just like that they actually gave it to her. I just don't like it's called interim though.
Mm.
It's the only problem I've got with it is it's called the interim belt. Like it's just insulting. What do you guys think of the rumours that Trick's in the run to win Money in the Bank? Well, we know if LA Knight gets the title shot in Money in the Bank, then we know it'll be someone else.
Mm.
I don't know who's going to win it. I really don't.
I think for the first time, because like obviously it's been like 3 years in a row we've all been predicting LA Knight to win it. But I feel like for this year, for the first time in a while, it's like you have to actually see who's in the match before you can say who's going to win it.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, because I have a sneaky feeling that I want to keep him relevant, because that's what they seem to love to do at the moment. But don't be surprised, come Money in the Bank, we end up seeing Gunpowder with the briefcase.
There's only one person I would give the briefcase to.
Braun Breaker?
Not now. Not now. I would have done, but not now. He has to win the Royal Rumble.
Solo Sikoas?
Nah.
Although that would be hilarious if he were to win that.
Nah, there's one person, and I think you will all agree with me on this.
Danhausen?
Absolutely not.
Who we will be coming to. In his stupid human money's on a pole. And he's... Oh, Ethan Page.
Mm-hmm.
That would be interesting.
I would give Money in the Bank to Ethan Page.
When he cashes in on CM Punk.
Yeah, cash in on Punk.
Certainly would be interesting.
But would you have him beat Punk, or would you have him lose?
I would have him beat Punk. If you don't give the belt to Kevin Owens, I give the belt to Punk to Page, and then his first promo was, "I can do what Cody Rhodes couldn't," and then beat Cody Rhodes in his first defense.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
There you go.
I don't think anyone would
yes. Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio in the Human Money's on a pole match.
This was just weird.
Yeah. Because it felt to me that Dom didn't want to be there at all. He felt so uninterested.
He wanted to go back to Mexico or prison.
Yeah.
I was a little bit surprised it was Dominic Mysterio, but honestly, I thought it would have been JD McDonough, because it feels like the rivalry's been more to do with JD McDonough than Dominic Mysterio. Dom feels like the big rivalry elsewhere, not Danhausen. So this is why I'm a little bit, I was a little bit like disjointed with this match, because honestly, I thought it'd be JD McDonough going against Danhausen in this one.
I think the wrong man won, personally.
Yeah. And it was also spoiled by that idiot with the guitar.
Yep.
It was
always finding ways to stick his nose where it doesn't belong.
It was bound to happen though. Literally, you get JD McDonough coming out. Always going to be there was going to be backup for Danhausen as well. Obviously, I know he had the mini Hausens come out and back in, but those are just like comedy, fun little things to add into it. rather than having someone sit like a serious backup option in that. So I think obviously it's no surprise that he came out to help, to obviously help, but was an idea. For me, in this whole feud, I would have had somebody else plumbing helping Dan Aizen.
I'm just glad you both ain't saying his name.
Of course not.
Joe Hendry. Everybody loves him. This match.
It's special Catherine broke Reece for the night.
Carry on, Catherine.
This is a great match if you like comedy and you're wrestling.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
I like comedy. I just think it was just weird. You know, a good weird.
But have they buried Dominic though?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
I don't think there's any way he can come back from that.
If he
Well,
loses,
I think the reason they're burying Dominic is because of his dad.
sure he's
Because
6 feet under.
evidently they wanted Ray to wrestle Gunther and Ray to retire, and Ray wasn't ready to retire, and he didn't want to wrestle Gunther for his last match. He wants Dominic, so they're like, well, we can't really do anything to Ray, so we'll punish Dominic. So now that's why they've stuck him with the Downhouse and shit.
I think that's why it's going to be very interesting when we get to Worlds Collide how long his title match goes against El Grande, if it is in fact El Grande Americano. Because this match,
Well, that match is happening at AAA though.
Yeah, but true what?
Triple Manage.
But Dominic lost in 6 minutes 50. He didn't even get 7 minutes.
And the best part of this match was JD McDonough showing up.
Hence why I said I'm a little bit surprised why it was Dominic Mysterio and not JD McDonough, because I think that would have been a little bit more. I think that would have added just a little bit more spice to this.
I stand by what I said in the Discord. JD McDonough's a better wrestler than Dominic Mysterio.
Oh.
I think I would like to have JD challenge Baron Corbin for the title.
Yeah, just get him away. I think he's the one that should get away from Judgment Day.
Move him to SmackDown.
Let him be on his own.
They just need to break up the Judgment Day full stop, and then enough's enough. If they want to keep the likes of Liv Morgan,
That's a fair point.
Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez together, rename them as a different group, as a free women group. Because I wouldn't say Dominic's probably buried at the moment, but I do think he's probably going to need to go away from from the likes of normal television. Just go on to Triple R for a bit, focus on that once, and then obviously come back as like a face. When the time's ready, come back as a face. Like have him end everything with the mega title in Triple R, and then have a little bit of a break. Because to be honest, he hasn't had that much of a break.
Yeah.
Hell, he didn't even have that much of a break to go on a honeymoon after getting married as well. So why? So I'm thinking, why don't him have a break? What is it? Once he's done with the blast, have a break, come back, and then see if he come back potentially as a face, see what he can do. Because at the end of the day, he's still over with the crowd at times. That's it. Still over with some of the fans. Have him come back as a face in whatever shape or form they're ready to introduce him as a face.
They're not taking him seriously, let's be real. They're not going to. And I agree with Chester about his comment about Dom. I agree. Right, 2 matches to go.
Yep, and we have Chad Gable versus Panther.
This was by far the best match they produced out of the whole bloody weekend.
Yeah, brilliant.
Until the end.
Yeah, with the what do you call it? The
mug root
dog.
beer mascot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the root beer dog.
Who thought that was somebody under there that was getting ready to take Gable out?
Yeah.
Who invited Pat McAfee?
Oh, that would have really got a pop if it had been Pat McAfee.
Well, he looks like a dog, to be fair.
What? You're not gonna listen to his new album that drops next week?
No.
I know you two are gonna be the first ones to download it.
Nah, I'm alright.
I didn't even know he was making one.
Yeah, it comes out next Friday.
That's a shame.
It was a good match. We all knew Gable was winning.
Yeah.
It was a nice touching moment at the end with his celebration with his family and all that. So.
But what are you going to do with Penta now? Put him in catering with his brother?
Put him in a tag team with his brother. Or send him to Mexico's.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, him and his brother did wrestle as a tag team in a house show.
I think for the
dark match.
Then put them together.
Yeah, I think for the time being, I think tag team is probably the smartest way to go with Penta.
What's up, Daz?
Overall, as I said, for me, I sort of fell asleep through some of the match. Not gonna lie, I think the first night ended up catching up with me a little bit. So I think I caught like the ending of it. Just caught the ending of it. But from what I've seen in the clips, it was a decent match between both of them. And ultimately, I'd say Penta, he's had his run. Right decision in the end to put Chad Gable as champion. He's had his celebration with his family in the ring in his own time. Perfect moment. There you go.
I think it's also time that they had a working man as the Intercontinental Champion as well.
Well, then, if that's the case, I need to see him defending that title every night on Raw. Every Monday night, I need an opponent for him.
Agreed.
Ethan Page should be his first defense.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but then are you gonna have Ethan beat him or him beat Ethan?
No.
Because I think Ethan should have a title. I would feed him
Gotcha.
Rusev first and let him have a program with Rusev, then go Ethan. Because nobody cares if he beats Rusev.
Except, no.
I mean, I don't think she really cares neither, as long as he's getting a paycheck. And you get a paycheck whether you get the pin or you are the pin.
What about Javon Evans? Or they could give it to Big Cass.
I mean, that's going to happen, I think. I can see that happening.
Yeah, I could see that happening. Because you're going to have to do something with Cass.
He'll be a tag team champion at some point. Again.
Yeah, good match. Right result for you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, right result. As much as I'm a Penta fan, I'm still a Chad Gable fan to an extent, and I think it was time for him to get something he earned, which Sami Zayn stole from him.
Sami Zayn still seems to steal a lot from people.
Yeah.
It just sucks that they finally let Gable win the IC title, but they could never let Sheamus win it.
Oh yeah.
He was never going to win it.
I think the issue was they would with Sheamus, they was let's face it, he was constantly getting injured, so they was very cool. I think they were very cool with Sheamus going towards the latter part of the contract with WWE. So unfortunately, I don't think they was ever going to put a title on him. Unfortunately,
he was never going to win it. I've been saying it for years, and not everyone needs to hold that title. Right, main event, go for it.
Seth versus Roman.
As a Brock fan, and I love me some Brock, this was a snooze fest. You promised me Hell in a Cell.
Oh, we're on that. We skipped night one. We're on night 2 now. We're on the night 2 main event, which is just as worse.
Yeah.
Catherine's that mentally checked out from SummerSlam. She realised we're on night 2 main event.
Yeah.
That's how good SummerSlam was. They all run together.
Seth versus Roman was half an hour's worth of
crap,
callbacks, and nonsense.
that's why I was just like struggling to stay awake through it.
I'm just sick and tired of Roman speaking.
I said this to someone earlier today. The best way to describe this is it's basically the Royal Rumble match, except Roman decides that he actually wants to win this one.
Yeah. Pretty much. I just hate that. I just hate that they did more than that.
Yeah.
I just hate the fact that they decided we'll do it this way, and just bored us all to death.
It was your typical Roman match.
Yeah, it was.
slow, painful, and boring until the end.
Basically.
Yeah.
And then come the end of it, you had them pay one last final homage to the Shield,
Oh,
which is the around they've done so for around they've done so for the what 500 billion time.
pretty much.
And that's it. For me, I don't get me wrong, I love me some Shield. I always did. But
Right now, nah.
but they've been done for years. There was no need for it. There was no need for it. It's been
Peter,
done.
why? Nah. How?
Oh no.
There's that cinema again.
I'm turning around for 5 minutes.
If we're gonna be calling it like cinematic movies or anything like that, then the best way I can describe it as a movie is literally a B plus movie. One of your typical TV movies. What is absolute blooming garbage, very predictable, too easy.
If you think that's a movie, it's Coraline.
It's Jaws 4. Why are we comparing wrestling to cinemas and movies?
Because that's the new narrative.
It's fucking stupid. I hate it. I hate it. There was a lot of talking, actually. That is true.
Well, that's all Roman knows how to do. One move, I gotta rest, and I'm gonna talk into the camera.
It was when Rollins thanked him for sticking to just one-on-one. I'm like, you fucking weirdo. No wonder your wife makes more money than you. Ugh. Anyway.
But yeah, for me, I just wish they hadn't done that whole Shield thing because there was just no need. There was just no need for it in the end. Because at the end of the day,
It's too much.
And then you wrap it up with a fist bump.
Yeah.
Which means they're going to be a tag team again shortly.
Yeah. I said this. I wouldn't be surprised if they can't get Solo to join the Pipeline team. I wouldn't be surprised if Roman has Seth join.
Or they just go together. Right. That is true.
Well, that's
Right.
kind of what they've done here.
Anyway, closing comments, folks. Because Monday Night Raw was crap and all.
SummerSlam was a good show, and here's hoping that they can keep that momentum going for the rest of the year.
It's the hope that kills you. Dan?
it's either literally Hell in a Cell or no Hell in a Cell. That's it.
Yep. They're definitely teaming up for Survivor Series. Yeah. Probably. And Katherine, closing comments from yourself?
It was mid.
That's one way to put it. Ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you for this evening. Thank you for tuning in. Just a reminder, Friday. Where is it? Where are you?
Show them the graphic. Show them the beautiful graphics.
I had it. Oh, there it is. Right on Josiah's face.
Josiah never looked better.
Well, it's just such a beautiful logo. It's so beautiful. It's one of the best I've ever done. Buzzing for it. That is on Friday. And that's James back on the channel, so get ready for it. Yep. And yes, 3 minutes to midnight.
Yes.
But we are going to run. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Me and Josiah are back tomorrow.
Well, I've just seen that CM Punk was at the Performance Center. Maybe they're teaching him how to do a moonsault.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
That's why you go after Austin Theory.
That is true.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to call it there.
And on that sexist bombshell.
And on that sexist bombshell, watch Lipsticks and Lariats Sunday.
Absolutely.
I thought you said there was no Lipsticks and Lariats this Sunday.
That was
Or
yesterday.
is that the 16th?
Sorry.
That was yesterday, and then the 16th we won't have one because
Okay.
I'll be traveling back from Nashville.
Oh, nice.
Me and Josiah are rocking up for tomorrow. Be ready, because G1 is back. We're back in
Yes.
black.
And no Shoto, so I know you're happy.
Absolutely.
Well, we're half happy because we've got a lot of Zach
Yeah.
discussions to do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't wait to hear for that one.
Bang.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.